Wait too long to book Hawaii and you get less choice for more money. Here's the timeline to follow. Aloha friend, I'm Milani and this is Aloha We Live. Today we're talking about what can quietly make or break your trip before you even land when you book. If you ever gone online, found a perfect place, send it to your partner and then proof is gone by the time you're ready. You already know this feeling. Or maybe you waited hoping prices would drop and instead watch them climb higher and higher. By the end of this video, you will know how far in advance to book flights and stay for different seasons. That changes if you're coming for 2 to 4 weeks instead of a quick vacation. And a simple timeline you can follow so you're not stressed or scrambling. I'll also show you how a guest uses timelines to snag our Ewa Beach oceanfront unit and suite at the right time. I'll tell you about a little booking timeline guide I put together so you don't have to memorize any of this. So let's just have our conversation. Just imagine you're already in Hawaii. Let's have this. So tip number one, decide how long you're staying before you obsess over exact dates. Most people jump straight to what's the cheapest date and skip the more important question. Are you coming for 7 days, 10 days, 2 weeks, a month, or longer? Your booking strategy changes a lot if you're staying 29 versus 7 or longer stay. Need more stable dates? Limit your option faster because not every place can hold you that long. Sometimes unlock monthly discount, but only if you book while those dates are still open, right? If it's gone, it's gone. So before you go deep into searching, you want to decide maybe rough month or season, approximate length like 2 weeks or 1 to 3 months. One that's set, then you start applying a booking timeline. If you know you want a long stay home base on the west side, like oceanfront, quiet with kitchen and laundry, our guests usually book our Everbeach unit and suite several months ahead, especially for winter and summer, where those are the high season. You will find the book your stay link for the unit A, B, and the two suites in the description for Airbnb. And if you want to book direct, there's ohanakeys.com. So tip number two, understand how far our local and repeat visitor book. This is the part where most people don't see the outside. You not just compete with random tourists, you're also sharing the same calendar with family who return every year and pre-book the same time. Military family and people visiting loved ones who plan around orders or school breaks, or also remote workers and long stay get who book out whole months at a time. That means popular time on Oʻahu like winter holidays, spring break, and midsummer start getting booked earlier than you might expect. As a host, I see this from my side of the calendar. Ewa Beach play, the key seasons often start feeling 6 to 9 months out, especially for long stay. Shorter gap, like the 5 to 7 nights, might open up closer to the date, but those dream month in Hawaii blocks. They rarely stay empty. If this is already making you think, okay, I need an actual timeline, go ahead and like this video and subscribe to Aloha We Live so more long stay visitors can get this info before the date disappears. Tip number three, use a simple booking window rule by season. Here's a practical starting point for most people planning the 2 to 4 week stay on Oahu. The peak of popular times, think December to March, summer break, and major holidays. Ideally, 9 to 12 months in advance for long stay. Still okay, it's from 6 to 9 months in advance. Risky zone, under 4 months for long stay. For shouldering season, think like late summer, early fall, so ideally 4 to 8 months in advance. Still okay, 3 to 4 months in advance. Risky zone, under 2 months for long stay. For truly flexible peak stay, then you can travel midweek outside school break and you don't need exact date. Ideally, so 3 to 6 months in advance. The still okay zone is 2 to 3 months. Risky zone is under 1 to 2 months if you are picky or you want a specific kind of place. Again, this is especially important if you want a full home base with kitchen and multiple bedroom like our Ewa Beach unit. Long stay block big chunk of the calendar. So when someone else had that month, it's gone. To make this easier, I created a when-to-book Hawaii guide with a simple chart you can follow how far ahead for flights, lodging, rental car activities based on your season and length of stay. I link that in the description under Booking Timeline Guide. Tip number 4, lock in your home base first, then build around it. Here's my golden rule. You want to secure your home page before you book every little extra. Why? Because your home base control your daily routine. While your grocery option, transportation plans, and the best fitting long stay place get booked by the comp planner, not the last minute one. You can adjust tour activity more easily than you can magically create a month-long opening for your dream stay, right? So in the order you want to do is decide roughly timing and length of stay, buy and book your ideal home base, book flight, and work with those dates. Then layer on car rental and key activity. If your heart is already leaning toward a calm ocean website base, start by checking the calendar for our units on Airbnb, or you can look at ohanakeys.com. Even your trip is a year away, it's completely normal and smart to secure those dates now. Tip number 5, think in priority tier. So instead of trying to book everything at once, booking doesn't have to be overwhelming. I like to break it into 3 priority tiers. Tier 1 must have anchor like lodging, your home base, flight, maybe a car rental if you're traveling in a very busy time. Tier 2, high demand experiences, popular tour activity that sell out like Sun boat tour, luau, special experiences. Tier 3, flexible add-on like restaurant options, optional activity that you can book closer to your date. Day trip you can decide on once you are here for a long stay. So tier 1 is where your energy goes first and earliest. Tier 3 can often be decided a lot closer to arrival, especially if you are staying somewhere relaxing like Ewa Beach and you already know you have beautiful home day. If you want to see all the options, you can look at the planner. And then tip number 6, give yourself a decision date instead of endlessly watching prices. Endless refreshing the price checking is exhausting. Instead, I like to set a decision date. For example, if we are traveling in January, we choose to book our stay by April 1st. If we are planning a fall trip, we lock in a home base 6 months ahead. On that date, you look at your top 2 to 3 options, check total cost like stay, fee, rough flight, make a decision, and then book. That way, you're not dragging the stress on for months. If you like support making that decision, I do offer one-on-one planning sessions. Tip number 7 for long stay, longer booking windows. A quick 3 to 5 nights might sometimes sneak into the calendar last minute, but if you are staying 2 to 4 weeks or doing a 29 plus stay, you're working with a much bigger puzzle piece. What does that mean? You should be looking and booking earlier than your friends who only travel for a week. You may want to be a little more flexible with check-in and check-out date to fit longer opening. You get rewarded when you plan ahead, often with better rates and better choices. However, beach long stay guests who are happier tend to be those who reach out well ahead of time. They're not fighting for scripts, they are choosing between the options that fit their life. If you are thinking of a month or more in the west side, I strongly suggest picking it out calendar sooner rather than later. And you can use the Airbnb link below to see availability or go to Ohana Keys if you prefer direct booking. Tip number 8, build in a little wiggle room, both for dates and for budget. Even with a good timeline, things move. A favorite stay might only be available if you ship your date by a day or two. Flight might be a bit cheaper if you come midweek instead of weekend to weekend. If you have any flexibility, even just a couple of days to give yourself more chances to grab a better home base. Adjust around flying you. Avoid those super high demand weekend and holidays. For my Oʻahu long stay budget and cost calculator, also link in the description. And then tip number 9, remember that your future self will thank you for booking early. It is so tempting to say we'll figure it out later, but your future self, the one juggling work, school, schedule, and life stuff a few months from now, is going to be grateful you handled this earlier. Booking early means you get to enjoy the anticipation instead of stressing about what's left. You have time to pay off flight. To set aside spending money, you can relax into planning the fun part, like food, beaches, activity, knowing the big pieces are locked in. So if you have been waiting for a sign that it's time to stop browsing and start actually planning, this is your sign. Let's recap your want to book game plan for long stay in Hawaii. Decide how long you are staying before obsessing over the exact date. Remember, you are sharing the calendar with repeat visitor and long stay guests. Use longer booking windows for popular seasons, like think 6 to 12 months ahead for long stay. Secure your home base first and fly then extra. Break your booking into priority tiers so you don't feel overwhelmed. Set a decision date to stop endless pricing checking. Book earlier for longer stay, like big puzzle piece go first. Stay flexible by a few days when you can. And remember, booking early is an act of kindness for your future self. If this helped you feel clearer and more confident about when to book, please like this video, subscribe to Aloha We Live, and share with someone you are planning your trip with. Don't forget, look in the description for the guide and the booking link. Mahalo for spending this time with me. When you're ready for the next step, keep watching the Plan Your Trip and Stay playlist. And the next video, we'll talk about flying to Hawaii with kids and how to make the first 48 hours peaceful instead of meltdown city for them and for you. Mahalo.